Of headliner at the Grizzly Pear, guys, give it up. Dave didn't undersell it. One of the best comedians working today, Wade St. Germain, everyone. Coming to the stage.
Thank you for saying that about the illegal immigrants, because I think that a lot of you know that I am an illegal alien from Canada, and they call us snowflakes. Because everyone is different, unlike Mexicans. No, this is my holiday. Dave said it's a holiday show, and I was like, I am so. The holidays are my favorite time because it's a time to spend with family and food and tradition. Well, not my family, because my family is all dead. But I'm an only child, but I do spend time with RJ's family, and we do Hanukkah. But it's different. And I don't have my family anymore, but I have what I call snow globes that they gave me. Snow globes are little memories of Christmases past that you have with your family. And we all have them. In fact, a lot of us have so many snow globes, these little moments packed into us, that they're all jammed up, and we don't even know sometimes what snow globe is behind the other snow globe. Well, that's what my therapist Sharon told me before she stopped seeing me. So I guess Sharon is a snow globe. Not literally, because you couldn't fit Sharon in a snow globe. But you could, maybe I took a little part of her away, and she's inside of me in a snow globe. And so what I wanted to share, someone's calling me and I'm joking. I wanted to share a couple of the snow globes that I have this year, memories from the past, of Christmases past. And I thought I would work with one of my more confusing ones, so that you'll be able to work with your confusing snow globes later on in your life. It's Christmas, and I'm too excited to wait for Santa Claus, and I've just begun to read. And I get up and I go to see if he ate the milk and cookies. And I'm in the kitchen and I see that we have these two plaques, and suddenly I can read them. And one says, I asked Jesus how much he loved me. And he said this much. And then he opened up his arms and died. And then the other plaque said, the kitchen is a place for hugs. And how I feel about this snow globe is that it may have made my life confusing as an adult, because I can still barely tell the difference between when I'm making love and when I'm getting nailed. For the longest time, I thought this was the missionary position. Well, that's one of my snow globes. Another snow globe I have for you this Christmas is shake it up, shake it up. Imagine my mother and I are walking through the streets of Prince George, British Columbia, cold, frozen winter streets, and she's singing, what is that about, he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows it, so you better, about the, being good for Santa Claus. We're singing this, and we come across a homeless person with his newspapers and dirty blankets all around him, and he's sleeping, and she says, come here, and we get really close to his face. And we watch him breathing, and she reaches into her purse, and she says, wait, this is what happens to little boys who don't make their beds. And then she takes a dollar bill, and she puts it in my hand and closes my hand around it, and she says, don't ever let this happen to you. And then we go off down the street and sing some more. Another little snow globe for you. One of my first snow globe memories ever is actually coinciding with how my first memory of being gay. And the truth is, if you look right in here right now, you'd see Jesus making little Wade gay. And let me tell you how that happened. They told me that the only way to be saved, even though I was Catholic, was that you had to ask Jesus into your heart. And so I would ask, it's Advent, whatever the hell we used to call it, and the day after, and I'm asking him into my heart, and I would worry, and I couldn't sleep at night because it was like I didn't feel any different. I still felt empty inside. Maybe I was expecting too much, who can say? It's another snow globe, but I'd ask and I would ask, and then I started to sleep with my mouth open because I thought, well, maybe Jesus needs to come in through your mouth. And you know what? If you look into this snow globe, you'll see that Jesus never came into my mouth, but my Uncle Bob sure did. Anyway, you know, not everybody is so lucky to have these snow globes, or not great snow globes. A lot of people, if you watch TV these days, think about cancer. A lot of people are like yelling at cancer, get out of my house, get out. We don't want you on this train, cancer. I don't ride the same subway as you. You know, like, well, how do you think cancer feels about that? But then I read in OK Magazine that actually lupus brought a family closer together. And I was like, now we're talking a snow globe for cancer. And I also realized that we can make some money in the Hallmark card industry where there's a gap for thanking diseases for making our life better. Like, you know, oh, thank you, diabetes, for making my grandfather's hands too fat to molest me anymore. Or, you know, thank you, Lou Gehrig's, for letting my big brother know that maybe he doesn't strike a home run every time. Anyway, I've got another little, this is a personal snow globe right now of things that I'm making for Christmas for my own friends. A lot of them are here tonight, and I see myself in it. You can see me, I'm working up at home. You know what it is, okay? I started working out. I've been working out a lot, doing cardio, which I haven't done for a long time, and I haven't even stopped drinking or doing drugs. But my pee is so dark and so strong now that if I pee in an ice cube tray, the only difference between my pee cubes and gold ingots is that my ice cubes will melt faster in your drink. So you are all getting. I just shared a syringe with somebody last week, and my pee cubes got even stronger and darker. So I'm going to give you guys these super-powered cubes, and let's just keep the snow globes going. I think I'm gonna close it up with this one. This is a Christmas story about strength, and then it also has a little bit to do with a little advice that I would like to give you at the end of it for the holidays. So this is a little beautiful Christmas story about Prince George, British Columbia, where my father would roll out a skating rink by hand behind our house. Not because he thought that I could skate, but possibly because he hoped that other children that would be more like his own children that he wanted would come and try and skate on it. And Raymond Hanley, it turned out, was the gay bully who introduced me to my first boyfriend, who of course was big and black. Isn't that ironic how these snow globe memories kind of turn out? But Raymond Hanley would always knock on my door, and he used to always, even though he was the bully, he would pee himself before he came in. My mother would always say, it's pissy pants, you better go and play on the skating rink. And so Raymond Hanley would take me out on the skating rink, and I would fall down because they would buy me skates that were too big. And then he would call King, the neighbor's Doberman Pinscher, and King would jump over the fence, and he was big and black, and he would mount me as I tried to get off the ice. And as I struggled, he would whisper little sexy dog things in my ear, like, I'll fucking kill you. You know what? Whatever, because, you know, I didn't speak dog back then. And what I learned from this little snow globe experience is that if you're going to fuck animals, it's better to be on top. And I just want to say, Merry Christmas! Happy Hanukkah! Thank you very much.